Fight like sisters up. Like, dang girl, you ain't talking to me today. She's like, I never stopped talking to you.
Okay, so great. So now we're up and running on YouTube. So we're live on YouTube, whatever. Hey everybody, you're watching SipsTea the Show. Yeah,
I was about to say, this actually, our question goes right into our deposit.
What we were going to say, yeah.
That's what the question was. Would you rather put your energy into a person who has everything but not willing to give, or to someone who's little but not willing to give at all? So that goes with our whole deposit.
Yes.
For infinity. So, y'all better get into that.
You better
tune in.
Okay.
About to get lit.
We're about to talk about it here.
Hello.
It's about. Let me give you a word. What's the
word?
We're gonna start with the positivity, and the positivity is gonna be giving them a word.
Oh, you gonna give them a word?
We're gonna give them a word for today. Yes. Let me give you a word, church. Let me give you a word. So there were several things. If you touched that, you did it.
I did not.
You know,
I'm trying to just.
Eb Deceleb don't care when I got stuff going on.
I'm messing up.
She really is. Oh my gosh.
Sid, hold this up like this. Nope. I'm
gonna need you to join us.
I'm gonna give him a little.
In the Tea Spot. Hey Mary. On YouTube.
Y'all have to just join on YouTube and Facebook. I tried. Look, you know what? No, I can't be spoiling y'all. Y'all have got to go to the YouTube pages. You said what?
Exactly, is what I said. Can we come here? Can we come here?
All right, we done.
Hey guys, bye guys. Come on over to the Tea Spot or check us out on YouTube at SipsTea the Show. Muy importante.
It's a little too funny looking, but okay. All right, let's get it. We done. Let's go. Check us out. Tea Spot page. Let's get it. YouTube. Let's go. And I'm out. Eb Deceleb.
Now, can you come here to the people up top? Up top. High five.
Up top, people.
High five, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching SipsTea the Show. We should be live on Facebook and YouTube in the Tea Spot and at SipsTea the Show on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day to you and yours. And
it's Wednesday.
We just did a whole lot of whatever that was leading into this whole situation. So we're going to have to get into our positivity. We definitely have some stuff actually spilling over from last week that we have to actually get into. Happy Cancer season, of course. You Cancers, y'all just doing it up, ain't you? This your time. Right behind the Geminis, of course, but this your time to shine.
It's your time to shine.
Do your thing. Do your thug thizzle. That's what's up. So we're going to give a little shake for the Cancer.
Shake for the Cancer.
Oh, go Cancer. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Oh, I'm going to shake it up for that Leo thing.
You bow.
I'm going to be like, hey. I'm going to go to the circle.
Happy birthday to the Cancer. Ooh.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to the Cancers. However, that is my sign that I love me some people. I love the people.
Lord knows.
But if I had to pick a sign that I probably don't get that much along with, it has to be the Cancer.
You don't get along with the Cancer?
I don't get along with the Cancer. There's some that I might, but it's for I gotta keep it in dosages.
Yeah.
However you say it. I gotta keep it in a dosage because too much of them.
But you know what?
Can cause me to go.
Because Leos and Cancers, I feel like y'all all are very drama.
You said drama.
Yes, y'all are dramatic.
Drama. You said drama.
Yes, both of y'all signs are dramatic as hell.
Ooh,
anybody who believes the Leos and the Cancers are dramatic, y'all let me know. I mean, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. You know, I feel like y'all are dramatic. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's oh my god.
Look,
girl, I was about to die.
We're not dramatic, but we will add some facts.
Yeah, we will add some facts.
We'll add some
Hey,
facts. Mary,
I see you over in the Tea Spot. Did you see YouTube up and running?
What? She's in YouTube.
Yeah, I'm talking to her now because I see her on Facebook. the power of collaboration. The power.
So let's get into it. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for thank you so much, guys, for watching the show. We so appreciate you guys. It's Wednesday. It's our favorite day of the week because I get this. Now I see this girl a lot throughout the week, but Wednesday we can really get litty.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for watching the show on Wednesday. It is definitely Hump Day. It's SipsTea Day.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna get my nut water together real quick.
Ooh, you can
because I have my water. And now I need to get my tea together. So carry on.
Okay, girl. I
keep on telling them hello.
But no, hey guys, hey everyone. Hope everybody's had a good week thus far. It's almost only 2 days left to the weekend, so hope everybody has their weekend plans. I got to figure out what we're doing this weekend or what I'm doing. What pop-up shops are coming up? Pop-up shops that are coming out, or whatever you guys got going on. Tell us about it so we can come and actually see the show.
You just gonna stop mid-sentence?
I did. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl.
Mary just complimented our locks
Thank you,
on YouTube, guys. So.
But no, seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. We want to go ahead and dive right into the show because we do have a lot of collateral to cover. We got a lot of stuff to get through. We got some stuff to pick up off of. We got some tea that's out there. We got some shit towards we got to give out. So, and you guys know we got to do it all in an hour. Okay.
We got for my positivity.
And by the way, guys, I'm actually drinking a nice detox, a real detox tea here.
Okay.
Because your girl Eb Deceleb is going to LA, so I got to get my body right. Now I'm serious. Bam. Because I can't go out to Hollywood looking like any fucking thing.
Man, she sure is. Okay, so should I lead in with the positivity?
I mean, I'll do mine after you.
Okay.
You go first.
First
of all, you have one or two.
I have as many as I have here. I'm not going to discuss it. Either I'm first or I'm not. Okay, we're not going to discuss what's going on here. Okay. So positivity, people. You know, we talk about things that have been going on, and you know, my thing is I really want to give a word. You know, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. You know, sometimes I give you quotes and stuff from other people, but I'm gonna give y'all some GemDTwin today. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all some of my twin-tastic. I'm gonna give y'all some of my twin-tastic positivity. Okay. And these are some things that just kind of came to me over the week. It actually were things that like were happening, and you know, I'm talking to people, and I actually spit these things out my mouth, and I was like, "Damn, bitch,
I need to write this down."
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, bitch." Okay, like yes, let me write this down so I got it for you guys. I want to share. One was about barriers and things like that, things that are always holding us and stuff like that. And I said, don't pray that the barriers or chaos stops coming. Pray that when it arises, you continue to be strong enough to overcome or handle it. And that was just because I was trying to explain that we have chaos and barriers and it's an ish storm all the time. You ever hear people say something like it's one thing after the other, something happens, it's, you know, and things keep happening. And you're right. You are completely and totally right. I promise you, things will keep happening to you. It's about your perspective. Your boss will piss you off every day. As soon as you get over one hurdle, you will be faced with the other one. And so my thing is, you know, when we start praying, like I pray to God, nothing else happens. Let's not pray that nothing else happens. Just pray that when it does, you have the strength to handle it. Because the one thing that is going to happen is that something's going to happen. That's just, it's a given. You know what I'm saying? This thing called life, we don't get through without adversity. You're going to meet it. It's going to happen to you every day. It has to happen. It has to happen. And that's for your growth too, but things happen every day. So that was my thing. Don't pray that the barriers stop coming. Just pray that when they arise, you have the strength that you're strong enough to overcome or handle.
So in a sense, almost prepare for the barriers to come.
Yes, and prepare for know that they are coming. And just pray that you have the strength to overcome them when they arise. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the barriers that we've had, they just never broke you down. You don't like it. Nobody likes it. Yeah. But, you know, none of us have actually we haven't fallen. And then when you have fallen and you've reached rock bottom, for those of us that have, you know, you realize that the only place to go was up. So you still did overcome that particular situation. And, there was one thing that I was thinking about, and it may actually probably go into this whole thing that we actually are talking about, our energy and things like that. And I was thinking about the fact that we oftentimes look for other people to validate us. And that's how, we end up trying to spend our energy to make sure that they, approve, or, they're good with us, or that they validate us. So, you keep doing things to, I think that gold star needs to come from you. So,
you have to, at the end of the day, you have to validate.
You have to validate yourself.
Seek validation from anybody else, because nobody can validate who you are as a person but you, for 3 reasons. 1, you only know you.
Exactly. Yeah.
2, can't nobody love you like you can love you.
Okay, and you better do
3,
it.
Can't nobody trust you like you trust you. So, and with that being said, can't nobody validate you without you validating you first.
Absolutely.
So that just goes without saying.
So my thing was,
oh my gosh, she ain't done yet, y'all.
Drama. I'm with you, Ebony. I'm with you. I like them comments coming in through the T spot. Because it's drama.
Here she got.
Can we continue with the show?
Girl.
Can we continue with the show or all?
Don't let me be in the way.
Okay, so this one says, meet your own needs and exceed your own expectations, so that everything else and everyone else is extra. You will never be lacking a thing, and you will be in the unique position of actually recognizing the abundance in your life. Bam, I will add it because I know some of y'all a little slow to catch on, but I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. So y'all can get this word, baby. So you can get this word.
Dramatic.
What you got for me?
First of all, I'm not liking how I'm noticing people are coming for this Leo dramatic stuff.
Because oh my
gosh, are not dramatic.
If the lion is anything, it is dramatic.
Add effects, my dear friend Kia. We add effects. Dramatic never know.
Yes, dramatic.
Okay, we a little dramatic, but
as fuck.
Where would the world be
without
a Leo? Honestly, the
Leos.
No,
Leos dramatic.
No.
Dramatic as hockey sticks. HE double. Check it out. Go ahead. Say your word, boo. Stop trying to validate yourself. Just say your word. We'll wait.
But guess what? Everybody likes to party with a Leo. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Back to what I'm about to say. Let me get back to.
Y'all throw some dramatic ass parties too. I don't know.
That's fine. But here we are. So this is my positivity for today, and I'm gonna add the dramatic effects when
Please
I say
do. Do you be you baby?
Stop.
Stop. What?
Stop putting an effort into those who show no effort towards you. There's only so much you can do before you're wasting your energy and time.
Okay.
So that was.
Would you like to cite your source on that?
Let me see. Pinterest.
It's Pinterest. Citing sources. We're going to cite sources of Pinterest. We have to actually super cite our sources today. We can do that as a birthday present to Danielle Jefferson.
Okay,
happy birthday. Yes. Okay, so DDTI Danielle Jefferson, we calling you out. Happy birthday
to you.
So several things that you got on your birthday today. 7-Eleven Slurpees, okay?
Oh,
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven does those free Slurpees every day. Let me tell you, allow me to get into the tea because I'm sorry, I have to just let y'all know this right now. 7-Eleven Slurpees and 7-Eleven and that free 7-Eleven-ish is up for the Shits Award today.
Okay,
I'm writing it down.
Why?
We're gonna. I'm just because I want to make sure I don't even forget.
Oh, tell me
reason.
Tell me why.
Okay, so that we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about 7-Eleven later on when we're talking about the Suga Honey Iced TEA. So that was great. Okay,
so it's all about where you put your energy, you put your energy, and don't be putting your stuff out there from when you ain't getting it back. But we're gonna get into that when it talks about infinity, because as women and men, whomever, we sometimes find ourselves doing more than what's necessary.
Absolutely.
Okay, learn to where to place that energy at. Learn who's withdrawing and who's depositing.
Yes, who's
the same person ain't
and where are the receipts?
And baby.
Okay. Way out of the
We're gonna get into it, but with that said, let's get into this
tea time. We gotta get into tea time
because girl.
So the first thing you know, the first tea. Let's talk about culture. Oh. Little baby culture.
You know what?
Little baby culture.
Oh, she's so cute. She's so beautiful. Moving on. But, and I'm only saying it like that is, I need to know. You know how in different generations carries different names,
yes.
right? You have your general. It's called your generation.
Shaniqua and Devontae.
Shaniqua was in the probably the 90 era, maybe even the 2000 era, or if you will. Then you had, you know. I mean, my Ebony, I'm the 80s era. Ebony used to be really popular back in the 80s area. Then you might have Mary Jean and all these different...
Mary Jean?
Whoever. But my thing is, where in the hell? Why do they think that these names are okay? Like, I
just want the name to sound right.
Culture.
Like
culture.
When you got to yell the name across the room and think about yourself. Like, put yourself in a grocery store.
Culture
and
culture. Come over here, culture.
Yes, you have to set the scene in your mind and say, if I was calling my child culture across a crowded room, how is that going to sound? Culture, get over here. Culture, put that down. Culture, get over here.
What's the nickname gonna be? Choo choo, culture. What's your nickname gonna be? Culture.
I don't know. I don't like what it's doing. But you know what? I'm here for everybody names their baby what they name their baby.
This era is getting weird. It's getting weird for me because you got a baby named Saint, then you got a baby named North, and then you name your baby Chicago. Then you got Stormy Weather, and then you got like.
Her middle name not Weather.
No, but it's Stormy.
Jesus, I was about
then
to be
you got Blue Ivy. What is Beyonce's kid's name?
You know what? But I will say this. One of the things that we talked about in naming, even back in the day. Okay, uniqueness is one thing, but we talked about the fact that the reason why we want you not to name your kids, or when I say we, I'm just saying modern society. Okay, but the reason why that was always a debate was because somebody Mary said Roomy and Sir, but
Roomy and Sir.
But they said, okay, the conversation. When I say they, I'm just saying the conversation of the times, probably back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, things like that. People were coming out saying, hey, let's not name our kids all of these unique names and crazy names because it's going to be hard for them to get a job. It's going to be hard for them to assimilate. So to fix themselves in position. But I will say this. I am all for non-conformity because what are we conforming to? That becomes my question. Like, what are we conforming to? What status are we conforming to? At some point, having locks in your hair was not status quo. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to conform to what society thought was okay, what was okay by society's view. So when people were naming their children things that other people could not pronounce phonetically, that was a problem. But now these people who we're mentioning and they're naming their children names that are not necessarily, the Kellys, the Marys, the Ebonys, Tanya and Keisha and well, your name's not okay. The Sydneys, she just wants me to say Sydneys. Okay, the Sydneys of the world, they don't have to because they got the money.
So you think
they're not going to be asking? They're not going to ask anybody for a job. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
so they can name their kids.
They can name their child.
They don't have to worry about the resume name. Like,
they're gonna say,
I'm gonna tell you something about my name, right? Like, because you have Keleeba, so it could go either way.
Child, no, Keleeba was one of them things, baby girls.
Keleeba could go Keleeba Scott.
What about it?
It's a great. I call them resume names, right?
Yeah.
When you see my resume name, I'm a nigga because my name means black.
Oh.
Ebony, I'm a nigga. So if they was gonna get me this, Ebony. Oh no, that's a black.
You know what? I never thought about. Yeah,
that's called a resume name. Like I wish I would. I love my name, Ebony Liddell. It's so beautiful. But when they see that on a resume, okay, she going for what job? Oh, well, let's just
no Caucasian Ebonies.
No, there's no Caucasian Ebonies because ebony means black. So there ain't no Caucasian Ebony.
I'm gonna have me a Caucasian baby
and name it Ebony. Because you're going to see that resume and be like, oh, Ebony, okay, guys, well, let's all be clear, guys. She is an African-American of the African-American descent. What is the population of what we already have hired in the facility? Right. Because when I come in for the interview, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to fuck it up. But I got to get to the interview past my name.
Yeah, very true. Mom, what were you doing? I mean, again, you know, my name is the whole 3 syllables. So,
Keleeba.
You know, people are lazy. They don't even want to do that, to be honest.
You can even put Kelly Scott. When they say, oh, Kelly Scott.
Yeah, now Kelly Scott might open some doors. Because no one's going to know.
Kelly.
Like, hey, yes.
Hi, Kelly. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And then when you come in.
Voice, I will tell you. Hi. How are you? Uh-huh.
That's that resume name.
And I have the resume name and the resume voice.
And then when you come in,
I'll be like, yeah.
They're gonna come in.
I need this job. It's like, no, I'm just joking.
No, you're gonna come in, they're gonna be like, Kelly Scott. And you, Kelly Scott?
And I'm like,
that's me. Kelly Scott. Kelly Scott. No, that's me. You're gonna get up.
Yes.
Kelly Scott. So at least you already made it through the door. See,
yes,
I get stopped because they see Ebony. That big black name.
It's called Black Liddell. Let's just call it Black Liddell.
For real.
Okay, so that's the thing.
So so you saying they don't have to worry about the resume name?
No, I'm just saying that, you know, we could talk about it all day long, but roomies, sir, north, south, east, or west, Chicago, stormy weather.
Because if we want to name our kids that,
Culture Couture over there, none of these people gonna be asking anybody for a job. Not a regular job. You know what I mean? Okay. Like, you know, to be honest, and
so they can do that.
They can do that. They're going to have trust funds out the wazoo.
Oh, so they don't have to worry about a resume name.
You know.
They're going to get the job.
They're not going to worry about it.
They're going to get
They're going to be, they're actually going to be hiring.
They're going to be the ones hiring.
Okay. So,
and if they see Ebony, we know they 80s babies. Yeah. And we know she's
But chime in. Anybody else have any thoughts about them naming the beautiful baby Culture?
I mean, we don't know what she looks like, so we don't know if she's beautiful or not.
She's beautiful.
How do you know?
Sydney is appalled that you said that. Hey guys, let me
producer here.
Yeah, we have Sydney in the studio again, so you might hear us continuously referring to her, and I'm just gonna have to bring her on. She's like, oh my God, I'm not ready for my close up. But hey, this is Sid the Kid. Sid the Kid's back in the studio with us today.
What do you think? And you guys, and Sydney, I have to ask on public TV, please forgive your auntie's ill language.
Okay, yeah.
Please forgive me. Do you forgive me? I'm sorry.
Okay. She's sorry for 5 seconds. Okay, so yes, what do you think about, do you have any friends with like weird names or names that you would consider a little weird or just like not normal? You do? Okay.
What are they?
Ohania. See, some names that we consider to be weird are just ethnic, you know, and ethnic towards that particular thing. But what do you think about naming, like if you had a friend and her name was Culture? Would that be weird to you? You're like, hey, Culture. Say, hey, Culture.
Hi, Culture.
Oh, sounds cute. I mean, but maybe because it's Sid the Kid saying.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Say it again.
Hi, Culture.
Okay, and say, Culture told me that her mom said we can't play.
It actually messes with my throat.
Culture told me that we can't.
Okay, all right. It works. It maybe just sounds weird to me, but when she says it, and you know, you got to think it's from
my throat. Culture.
But it didn't mess with.
She said Culture.
She said Culture told me.
Say Culture.
But she speaks properly, and I like that too.
Yeah,
so
she said,
you
Culture.
know. Oh yes. This is Mary Bear's daughter, actually.
Hi, Mommy.
So yes.
I love you.
Okay, she loves you very much. Okay, Sid the Kid, thank you. So Sid the Kid's in the studio with us today again. So sometimes we're like referring to her over here. And she's gonna help us do some producer work on the show. But anyway, yes, so Culture, maybe not, you know, it's just I don't know. I just thought it was gonna be like, something
it's just
else.
Too hard for me today.
I don't know what I thought it was gonna be.
Not Culture.
And I want to see what it sounds like in a Spanish accent.
Culture.
Culture.
You got to say it again.
Culture.
Why you got
I don't
say
know.
it again?
Culture.
Culture.
No, okay. But anyway, let's move on. Some more tea. Any other tea we wanted to talk about right now? Because that kind of
69 got arrested.
That
69 got arrested. What was that?
Did it for the culture.
She did it for the culture. But you know they got the name based off of the album.
Yes, and she loves her man.
And she spells her name. She child. Anyway, that deposit.
Maybe that deposit. Maybe
he is putting things in it.
Okay,
she's like it's withdrawing.
So moving on, culture.
Okay,
we're gonna move on from that to So you said 69 got
arrested in Houston per the Shade Room.
Okay,
so that he's the one with all these tattoos all over his face.
Yeah.
He was like sad.
That was for an assault or something, right?
Yeah, okay. yeah. So he got arrested. I wonder what they're gonna do to him in jail. Because that nigga talk a lot of shit.
Well,
he be trolling too much, and now he's locked up. He might come out scared straight.
Well, we'll see about that. He might come
out on top. This might be a good thing for you, my man.
Maybe sometimes people sit down and they, get to actually doing some, thought and stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe maybe you come out extra woke.
Yeah, I think so. I think he gonna be extra woke because I wonder what they're gonna do to him if in that prison. Is he gonna be this hard saying?
But can I just get to
you got you got some shit?
I just need to put this 7-Eleven up for the
okay, all right. So we moving on. Are we doing great on time?
That's what I'm trying to move us around, get us to the time. Yeah. Because we really want to get to we really need to get to the
we always leave it last, so we never really get to
we really got to get to that. We're doing good on time. So let's move on to the Suga Honey Iced Tea. So up for the Shits Award, I have got to do this today.
What?
Yeah. Now, yes, it's somebody's birthday. DDT, happy birthday to you. And on your birthday, 7-Eleven every year, they're celebrating their little 7-Eleven-ishness or whatever. So that's their anniversary. But what's up with the free Slurpees? What's up with the free Slurpees is you go to a 7-Eleven and whether you want a Slurpee or not, you standing there and a line is out the door. Do not go to the hood 7-Eleven just trying to get your coffee or anything like that because the line is out the door. We have got to come up with some rules or something because y'all are tearing up this 7-Eleven Slurpee machine.
Why?
Because it's a free Slurpee. So on 7-Eleven, you get a free Slurpee, right? So my brothers and sisters, when you tell them, you okay, girl? Okay. I'm not going to have you choke on the show. Arms up. Okay, one moment. Woo! I can't let her choke on it.
It was that Slurpee stuff.
Yeah, okay. But I'm just saying, DetoxTEA about to kill you. See? Once again, I tell you that. But okay. So yes, we all know the word free in the community has a certain appeal. But the only thing that was going through my head the whole time, I was like, damn, how much are these Slurpees on a regular basis?
99 cents.
Because the fact that there were free Slurpees, I'm trying to tell you, people, Mary, you can't detox if you're dead. Exactly. But these Slurpees, like people are lining up out the door. You know what I'm saying? We are droning along to the Slurpee machine. The floor is extra sticky. It's just mayhem.
Are you serious?
It's mayhem. Has anybody gone to the 7-Eleven today to get Slurpees? Now I've been past several 7-Eleven.
Said the kid you went to
7-Elevens. I've been past several 7-Elevens today. For one reason or another. I mean, I actually dropped a couple people off at 7-Eleven today. So they was taking the Uber to the 7-Eleven.
Uber to the 7-Eleven. Now, no, that goes up for the... How much was the Uber ride? The Slurpee ain't nothing but $1.
Now, you took a ride. Okay, y'all in the pool and stuff. It still cost you $3.75 to get to your free Slurpee.
To the free Slurpee.
So I'm like, is it really the free Slurpee that we going for, or is it just the idea that you're getting something free from 7-Eleven? Yeah. But we gotta calm down, guys. We gotta calm down. It's the baby. It's the small one. Like not even this size. It's the small.
And they call it Uber.
It's the small Slurpee. Shout out to you guys because I need my coin too for catching an Uber wherever the hell you want to catch the Uber to. But I did find it funny that I found myself at the 7-Eleven twice today with people going to 7-Eleven. And yes, Mary actually brings up a good point over here on YouTube. She said that social media is the reason. Yes, I believe that is true because I got 3 texts today saying free Slurpee at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
So,
and actually,
yes,
the other day,
and people do want to post pics of the fact that they went to, they want to join in in the fun.
They hashtagging.
Yeah, you're hashtagging.
And then also too, but speaking of like discounted stuff, because I don't know if you knew about this. Like I think it was 2 days ago, Lido's was giving away 77-cent cheese pizza until 5. Because the Stanley Cup won or something like that. Okay. Yeah, so that was another thing that they were doing. To give away free. I don't know how many people knew about that, but I didn't. I knew about it, I just didn't do it. But
I just wanted to step outside of our urban
what part
areas.
gets the shits award?
7-Eleven.
What part of it? Because you said the
whole thing is Suga Honey Iced
TEA. Award.
Okay, that was a thing, but I can't say that because I'm not putting that up for the shits award. You know,
was your money.
You wanted because that was my money.
Yeah, that was your.
So
money.
Good, more power to you guys. Well, yeah, that is for the shits award. But okay, well maybe okay. Let me throw these two contenders.
Right, which part gets
Let me throw my two. I'm gonna throw these two contenders in there. Today. Either, and you guys chime in on this. Either. You want to put somebody up?
I got to shut up on this one because that one was a bit much.
So up for the shits award, we're gonna let you guys decide. Then up for the shits awards, my 3 passengers today that took me to that wanted to Uber to the 7-Eleven. The ride cost at least $3.75. Now, mind you, they could have been going somewhere else afterwards. That could have just been a drop-off point. I'm not here to judge, but you drove me and you got your ride directly to the 7-Eleven. So, that's them. Or 7-Eleven with their damn lines out the door, passing out free Slurpees. Like, how long does it take to even get a freaking Slurpee? I just don't get it. Like,
it was the one.
It was the welfare line. It was social services long. Okay, like why? And then let me put up a third contender for the shits award.
It's like when you know you about to get your Section 8 voucher, you about to stand in that.
Yes, okay. So we've got one with the people going in Uber to 7-Eleven, to 7-Eleven in general with their lines, because y'all know y'all prepare for this every year. Y'all hate this day probably in the urban areas where you know people are coming in drones, because I'm not sure what it looked like in Virginia, but I know what it looked like in Maryland and DC. Okay,
not DC. No more
now,
gentrification.
The last one that I'm going to put up for the shits award, in keeping with the same thing, is the 7-Eleven on Benning Road. Ooh, I'm sorry. I had to call you out. I'm citing that source. I'm calling you out. And the reason why I'm going to call you out right there by the shrimp boat, I'm calling you out because your 7-Eleven Slurpee machine was down, and I don't actually believe it. I think you were just trying to prevent the welfare line from starting at your door. I think you were trying to prevent your establishment from looking like social services on a Monday morning prior to the opening, and then you decided to put a sign on the door and says no Slurpees here. So you tell me which one.
You know, and I love my Ethiopians, but you know my Ethiopians be in them.
They like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm not. They like, look, they put a sign on the door like, we're not dealing with it. I don't even want to deal with it. So guess what? The Slurpee machine is broken.
My inventory.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's broken. It's broken. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to put up a 4th one because I saw some of y'all out there getting like 4 or 5 Slurpees. Come on now.
Dang, so the
greed is real. Let's stop it.
The whole day.
That's what I'm saying. The whole 7-Eleven fiasco. I'm glad you guys are having your anniversary and giving out free Slurpees. We got to do better. But the whole thing is always a fiasco, though. This is not the first year. It's not the first year. I remember that from back in the day. So you guys, what do you think? Like, who gets the shits award, though? Who gets the shits award? The people who actually went to the 7-Eleven and the Uber, the 7-Eleven with their long lines, because we're not here. We're not here for the. We're not here for the shit. I'm not
here for the Uber ride to the street.
Okay, so that's your contender.
I'm not here for the Uber ride. Like, that's my thing. I'm not here for that Uber
you know
ride
what?
to get to the free Slurpee.
I do love a freebie. I do want free shit. I'm a fan of free shit. So I'm gonna put up I think mine is the 7-Eleven on Benning Road having that damn sign up. Let these people get their Slurpee. You know it's hot.
No.
It was 90 degrees. Give me my free Slurpee. So
I'm with the let's not shrink inventory.
Not shrink. It's an anniversary day. They probably get it free. So what y'all think?
What y'all think? But I'm with the people who took the Uber ride.
Okay, people, but that's my money.
I get
that's much money.
But
I can't put them up. I can't put them up, sis. Because I don't care where you're going. To be honest, I don't care where you're going when I'm doing my Uber. I am with the shit. I am here for it. Ride. I'm like, child, we can go around the back of your building and I will drop you off if it's about my money. Maybe sometimes people take short rides and they say, you know what, sis, I'm sorry, I'm just going up here. It's just too. I'm like, I don't care, get on in here, child, because you're gonna pay. Yeah. I don't care. You are going to pay.
And y'all, if y'all don't know her Uber Chronicles, the Uber Chronicles.
The Uber Chronicles is coming because I have so much that I need to tell you guys
or show.
Yeah, we just need to discuss. We need to discuss Uber etiquette. We need to discuss,
maybe our next show should be about Uber.
No, that's gonna be that's a whole different thing. So y'all just stay tuned for that whole little situation. But that's who's up for the Suga Honey Iced TEA Award tonight. 7-Eleven and the Fesco in general. We are not here for the shits. We're not with the shits.
So we gotta see who gets it.
Yeah, we'll
say hands down. The person who took that Uber ride.
Mary says the people that went, hands down. So I guess she agrees with you there.
It's that Uber ride. Who's going to take a $3-4 Uber?
But they could have been going somewhere else afterwards or whatever.
They're like, let me make a pit stop. Nah, bruh.
Mary, I'm teaching your daughter how to do this. She'll be mad. So that's what we got up for the Shits Award tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this affinity, baby.
Yes, because we actually can spend a little time.
Yes, because we really need to be able to spend some time tonight. Because you guys know, all jokes aside, relationships in general, all of them need some work and they need our attention and tender love and care. And guess what? That's like the human experience, and it doesn't matter which relationship it is. You know what I'm saying? It could be a friend relationship. Yes. It could be the relationship with your significant other.
Family.
It could be
family
relationships.
Family.
Everything in life with you and another person is a relationship. So affinity is our section in on SipsTea the Show that we talk about relationships and things like that and things of nature. Mm-hmm. So yes, we were talking about energy and those deposits and receipts and not giving learning actually not to give everything your energy, not to give everyone your energy,
and just learning where to place that energy. Yeah, as you get older or even where you are now, you'll find yourself easily getting upset about every little thing.
Right.
Every little thing is bothering you. But how do you learn to take what that is and what that looks like and place it in the right space and say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to get at my energy because it's just not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
And allowing people to take your energy from you, because honestly, we get 24 hours in a day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford to give you 2. I can't afford to give you 10 of them hours because I'm thinking about what you're doing for 10 hours of that day.
Exactly.
I can't afford to give you
because
that.
it impedes your own progression.
Absolutely.
Like you cannot move forward if you're worried about every other person. And that was another thing that kind of prompted me to, think about what I was thinking about, what I shared with you guys for during PositiviTEA about, those particular struggles, like to validate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a whole person and
Absolutely.
Aware of yourself in order to recognize the bad things and in order to recognize the good things. Because if you're so busy looking around for everybody else and everything else and worried about everything else, then you just miss the mark all the way around. And
I will go to the question.
Yes, and so the question we had last week that we did not get to dive into as much as we would like to. Here we go with that one. So go ahead, read the question because it's along the same lines.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think we're really going to get into it. Is would you rather put your energy and before I read this, Kels, I want you to say something that we had talked about maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago about would you rather have a person to support you consistently or just don't whatever. Remember?
Oh yeah,
so
we were kind of talking about.
I want you to say that one.
Okay, what you want me to say it?
Or if you remember,
just I think we were actually having a conversation about having someone that supports you. Oh no, I'm sorry, having someone who doesn't support you versus someone who may be sometimey with the support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
we were talking about consistency.
So we're definitely going to talk about all of that. And then the other question was, would you rather put your energy into a person who has everything but not willing to give it, or into someone who has a little but willing to give it all to you. So what would you rather, what would you rather have and why?
I think that, I mean, it is a kind of difficult question when you actually ask somebody. It's like, okay, okay. So, but I really do believe that I would rather have somebody who has little and is willing to, you know, give it all to me. You know what I mean? Or at least share it all with me. Because even if it's a thing, you know what I'm saying? Like material things, who cares? You know what I'm saying? They come and go. But if whether we're talking about material things or whether we're talking about your energy, I would rather someone who is ready and willing to
get it and
give, just be a giving spirit, to be reciprocal. Exactly. Because I am a giving person, you know what I'm saying? And I need to know that the, you know, people around me are actually willing to reciprocate that. Because if both of you are coming from that same spot, then you can't lose. You know what I'm saying? But if one person is like stingy, this is mine, and the other person is giving, you're continuously giving a stingy person all your shit and they still got their shit and you don't have nothing. When it's all because you've given it. And so that's an energy thing as well. Yeah. It can be your energy, it can be your finances, it could be your time, it could be your patience, all of that kind of stuff. If you're willing to spend on me, I'm willing to spend on you, whatever it is. But I would rather be with somebody that is like that.
And I want to say something that you said important. It's not just about the financial aspect.
Absolutely not.
That's actually on the lower scale. It's about the time. It's about the emotion. It's about the feeling. Because it goes back to, if you find yourself putting more into something than another person is, that's willing to give it all to willing to give nothing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you really, for me, I would, like yourself, would rather be with someone who has absolutely nothing, but loves me to no end, versus having somebody that has it all and the ideal person and doesn't show me that love and affection to the end.
And you know what, though?
Doesn't give to the end.
I will also say this, because a person who is willing to pour into you and things, that they don't not have anything. I mean, it's impossible for you to love someone and have nothing to give, because you've asked for your love, number one. And number two, if you truly love someone, if you love me, you want the best for me, correct?
Absolutely.
So it's impossible for you to not match my grind.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If somebody loves you, they're going to be trying to, their entire existence is going to be actually about trying to match your grind.
Exactly.
So if I'm doing it, you're doing it. If I'm doing it, you're doing it.
And it's not even I'm doing it, we're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah, but your driving force, or some people's driving force sometimes is another person. And if that is the case, you know, if your love for somebody else is actually driving you, then it will keep you from not doing nothing. We're not talking about somebody who's just like, oh yeah, go to work, girl, and they outside driving your car and they don't have no job.
Yeah, then
that's not love for you, baby girl. That's not love for you, because the love that they would have for you, if they're willing to pour into you, the love that they would have for you would be, you know what, I cannot let my woman go and do X, Y, and Z and be. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Absolutely. You can't be around me and be dead ass tired and I'm energetic as hell because I ain't been doing nothing.
Exactly.
My love for you wouldn't let me do that. Mary is bringing up a good point on YouTube. She said, on the other hand, she said both of those situations are tricky, because one person who has everything can make a change. She said, on the other hand, she would love a giving person, but not someone who doesn't value themselves and will empty themselves even at risk to themselves. And that is very important. Because that is another thing. Being selfless is not
being selfish.
We need to think about the word selfless. Being selfless is a great quality until you are emptying so much of yourself into someone else that you don't have enough of yourself. It goes back to that energy.
It goes back to that energy. Is you really have to balance out those withdrawals versus those deposits versus those withdrawals.
Exactly.
You have to balance that out, because at the end of the day, if you feel like people are constantly withdrawing and not putting anything in, that means that they're not putting in. It's coming from somewhere.
Right.
Therefore, it's sucking the life out of you.
Exactly.
So you have got to put yourself. You have to see, okay, what is this doing to me?
Right.
What is the situation? How is the situation helping me in any way, form?
Right.
Why am I feel like you? It goes back to what you just said. Why am I tired and you're wide awake?
Exactly.
There's something going on.
There's
here.
something that is something ain't right.
It's something not right. Why am I like pushing, and then I'm calling you? What you doing? Watching TV, chilling, about to eat dinner?
Really?
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Stomach over here growling.
Exactly.
Wow.
So you have to find somebody who matches it, because at the end of the day, you could also be in a situation where you might meet somebody, and this is a true story. We all go through our experiences. You might meet somebody who doesn't have anything, but who is willing to give. And then she sees that, because she sees that you're willing to give, the other person willing to give, they're going to even go harder.
Right.
And then before you know it, you guys have grown together. That's where you created that unity. It's not about what you have in the beginning or it's about what are you building together. Great, you got it, but I don't have it. So how can this person get to what you have, or vice versa?
Right.
Learn how to be selfless to where it doesn't kill you, but also be willing to give.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's for me. I will honestly, hands down, I will take a broke BITCH over a nigga that got money any day. Because a nigga that got money already think they got it made. A broke person is trying to get it still, just like me.
Hopefully.
Yes. Hopefully. Now, if you broke and you happy in your brokenness, and honey, I ain't got nothing for you. It's middle finger up. I don't give a fuck type of situation. Close your ears, dear. But look, that's just what it is. But if you're out here trying to grind like I'm trying to grind, I have no problem building together. I've been on both spectrums. I've been with someone who didn't have it. We grinded, and guess what? But within the 1 year or 2 years, we together making 6 figures. But then I've been with somebody, and this is not to shame anyone, but I've been with somebody who's broke as fuck, and then guess what? Continued watching me go, and they stayed where they were.
Withdraw. They was like, this was the call. Cha-ching.
That's it. That credit card was never going to get maxed out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I've been on both ends of the spectrum, so I understand both. So that what I did is, in my next situation, I said, I'm going to put myself in a position where somebody has, but they have it here.
Yes.
And that's what I want from a person. I don't give a fuck how rich you are, what you got it made in the shade, whatever. Kudos to you. But that's not what I want from my life. Right. What I want from my life is somebody that has, but is willing to give, but willing to also receive.
Right. And
that's where my mind goes. And that goes to, where am I placing my energy? I'm able to look at a person, okay, when's the last time? I'm telling you, it's like a resume dating a bitch like me. You hear me? And if your name is, if you don't have a resume name, if it's like, no. If your name ain't Mary, if your name ain't Rebecca, it's like, no, I'm kidding.
Keleeba,
but
like
if it's not Kelly, oh no, her credit probably bad. Shaniqua probably got bad credit. It's like, I'm kidding. But no, on a serious note, it's like I'm looking at that resume and I look at life differently. It's like, okay, where do you see yourself? What do you want to have in this life? Where is your heart at? These are the questions that I'm asking. It's not about how much money you make. I don't really give a fuck, because it's not my money.
It's not my money.
It's not my money. It's about, where do you see yourself going, and what is it that you want out of this thing called life?
Right.
And if those answers, that sounds like something I want to hear and that I want, then boom, let's get this life together. But guess what? If it's something where I don't want to place my energy, then two middle.
And how do you know when you want to? I mean, because we all trisexuals. We will try it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is something that spans whether you are in the LGBT community or in heterosexual relationships or whatever the case may be. I really feel like everybody will try. Like that, you know what I mean? We have this natural
Everybody
thing.
puts a representation.
Women especially, we try.
Absolutely.
We try to nest. We try, And so at what point do you say, you know what? I realized this person looks good on paper. You know that employee. Yeah. That employee you had to look real good.
One, you like, damn, that resume look good as shit.
Yes. I'm swiping. You look really good on paper. But when we get down to the actual factual, and when you putting in the work and where are the receipts, there's no receipts. You looking
like, wait a minute, your resume not matching the person.
Yeah, exactly. So when do we stop? When do you stop and stop trying to?
But here's a learn. Here's the thing. That is a learned skill.
But stopping
to recognize that. I'm gonna tell you, it's a learned skill because we can have it and we can say, oh, okay, boom, she writing all these letters. Because I went through this shit and I'm gonna be real with it. Oh, she writing all these letters. Oh, I'm this and I'm this and I like to go boat riding and all this. And then you meet this person and they out there getting high every day. I forgot what else. What you like? Woo.
Wait a minute, boat rider. Did you?
What happened to the one that like to read books and play tennis?
Okay. Where's a lie? Look, then you bring it back. These are lies. That's a lie.
What happened to this person?
That's a lie.
But then you have to recognize where. So that's the skill that you have to learn is recognizing that. But the skill that you really got.
You know what church folks call that? The spirit of discernment.
Yes.
Yes.
Your intuition, baby. When it's on it. Never second guess your intuition about nothing. And that's another learned skill is letting go. As a Leo, one thing, yes, we're dramatic, but it's hard for us to let go. Kel's been in my life a long time, and you know that to be true.
Absolutely. It's hard to let go. It's hard for us all to let go. But you know what that brings to mind is another little GemDTwin gem.
Okay, knock it out.
Let me give y'all another little gem, a little nugget. Sometimes you gotta let the last time be the last freaking time. Yeah. Because if you don't know it, I know you know this. The arguments, the text messages, the calls, the this, the that, and we say, you know what, this is the last time I'm gonna accept this. This is the last time I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But it's always 1 to 5 more times.
You gotta let the last.
You be like, this is the last time I'm calling.
I ain't about to call his phone.
I'm not about to do this no more. That's the last time.
She ain't got to text me back.
Yeah, that's the last time.
I'm about to change my whole number.
I'm going to say this, and that's the last thing.
Text message, I'm
going to do this, and that's the last thing. But sometimes, baby girls and boys, and this is the thing, sometimes you got to tell other people so it can bounce back at you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because all this is easier said than done, but we need to encourage each other. Sometimes the last time, you got to let that last time be that last time. Absolutely. Because the quicker you get to the last time, the quicker you can get onto the first.
The quicker you get to the last time, the quicker you get to the finish line.
Yes. Let me just move on. So that's with anything. That's, again, we're talking about affinity. We're talking about relationships in all situations. All aspects. So that job, this is the last time I'm going to let them do this, that, and the other to me. This is the last time I'm working overtime for free. This is the last time my boss going to take credit for my work. Now, figuring out what to do about it. Yes, maybe you need to use your mental math a little bit and figure out, some other things like how you're going to strategically do something. But sometimes it works. It goes across all the board. Sometimes you have got to walk away. You gotta let that last time be the last time because you can keep on saying it.
You gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired.
You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know,
and sometimes walking away could be the best decision. Because when I went through my thing, and God is so great. I have found somebody in my life that is worth fighting for. That's
absolutely
based upon everything I went through. I was able to I saw deposits and I saw withdrawals from this person. It's like, okay, this makes sense. Yeah. We're going the same way. God be the glory for that. However, I was able to, when I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I got tired of saying this is the last time, I just walked away.
Right.
And see, when you're in that point where you don't look back and you don't know what the backwards looks like or what the forwards look like, but you know how you got to live your life and where you're going to put your energy, that's the best feeling.
Absolutely.
That is the best feeling. And but you got to let your last time definitely be your last time. And don't punish yourself in any regards. Yeah. In any regards. Put your energy where it needs to be. And move on. If you put more energy to yourself and less energy into something that's not benefiting you, see where you'll be at in life.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
I see you guys over here in the T spot. I think people are commenting. I can see, hey, Keleeba. And I think, okay. I thought you had something really, really profound that you were about to say. And I think you just said, shit, I miss my Slurpee. That is really funny. But if you guys are wondering, we can really see right now we're on YouTube. So if you want to actually interact and, get in on the conversation, we actually have the screen on YouTube that we can actually see what you guys are saying and share. We can collab there. So unfortunately, we can only collab in one place. Really, it's only actually working from one place. So
but thank you guys still for
thank you for tuning in and joining the conversation and attempting to join the conversation at least. But we're gonna do this every Wednesday. We actually have to get into stuff like that. We have to
I really like it.
Share, motivate each other. Take in that positivity. Share your positivity with us. You know what I mean? If you got some words for y'all got a word, share the word. You know what I mean? But if you can, definitely check us out on YouTube at SipsTea the Show. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share it. You know, we're trying to build here. So we really, really appreciate you guys for tuning in, number one. For your comments, definitely number two, because you know, I really, really think that a lot of things happen with collaboration. We got to talk, people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because there is, I'm going to tell you like Grandma said, baby, there ain't nothing new under the sun. So all of the things that we go through are all of the things that we go through. You know, there's nothing new out here, and we're all going through similar things. And it's just the fact that we don't talk about it, or we don't talk about it enough, that makes it seem like people feel like they're going through things by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And just like Mary said, she said yes, and reserve your energy and walk away. Absolutely, absolutely. When she says, when the inconsistencies start to show, believe what they show you, and that is that. So yes, that's the end of our.
Tune into the YouTube page. There's a lot of great conversation going on.
We're definitely having a great conversation there. And I hope you guys are enjoying this conversation, and definitely. Again, inbox us about these things. What?
One last thing, really quickly. When you stay in a situation longer, or put your energy longer to where it doesn't need to be, know that you might be missing out on a blessing too.
Absolutely.
So I always think to myself, imagine if I would have stayed in that situation that I knew wasn't good for me. I would have missed out on a relationship that I'm in now, which is a blessing in my life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And then the damage factor goes up and up and up.
Exactly.
So,
so guys, thank you so much once again. We're not done yet. We got our Wellness Wednesdays, our detox tea. So I'm drinking. I don't know what she thinks drinking.
I am drinking my not water and my water.
Tea.
I am having my water and my not water.
Okay, I'm drinking the detox tea. You hear me? But on a serious note, I definitely want to get into the detox. A couple of tips for detox, losing weight, wellness, and all that great stuff. Goes back to, for this one, it's about sleep. So getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night helps your body shed weight. So in that case, I'm about to start sleeping 16 hours. Right. If I'm going to lose weight by sleeping, I'm about to start sleeping 16. Matter of fact, this show is up. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, right.
Your body sheds a considerable amount of water weight via sweating while you're sleeping, breathing, and firing the metabolism, which continues to work at rest.
Wow.
Need a couple of tips to help you fall asleep faster if you're having sleep issues. Drink some milk. Milk contains protein and whatever. Read that word.
Lactobomin. Lactobomin.
Which produces melatonin.
Melatonin. Melatonin.
That is the hormone that induces sleep. So drink some milk.
Yeah,
it'll help you sleep. Number two, stop using a sleep tracker, journal stop using a sleep tracker, journal, or sleep medicine found that people feel that is pressure to get to sleep and end up with anxiety. So they're saying stop using a journal or some type of sleep medicine or something like that, because it'll give you more anxiety, which actually that is to be true, because in the past, sometimes when I do have issues falling asleep, I would sometimes do like a NyQuil or something like that, but I would be nervous that I would oversleep.
Yeah.
That I would, you know what I'm saying?
And see, that's the thing, you know, because the NyQuil.
I ain't gonna lie.
Let me tell you guys real quick.
I wasn't addicted, but I was not addicted.
But no, she wasn't addicted, but she wasn't not addicted either. But that is one thing, because you know you're not the first person that I've heard say that they used melatonin. Hey, Ebony. Hey, everybody that just tuned in on YouTube.
Thank you, baby.
I
love you, sister. Love you, baby. Sorry, chatting up my girlfriend. Sorry.
Simmer down. Sorry. This is a show, damn it. Sorry. We will conduct ourselves according law. Okay, so are you finished with your affinity?
I'm excited. That's the first time on.
Yes, I'm excited about everyone that is here at SipsTea the Show on YouTube. Don't mind my concerned face. It's going to be like this for a couple seconds till I get over what Eb Deceleb just did. But yes, okay. So back to what I was saying. Yes, I hear a lot of people talking about Exactly. Thank you, Jesus. Mary, you know. So there a lot of people I've heard about them using NyQuil and things like that. But I will melatonin, just what you said, melatonin is the body's natural sleep medicine that we produce naturally. That's what helps you fall asleep and things like that. But you can actually get that in pill form. And these this is a vitamin. It's a vitamin. You would take it when you're asleep. It comes in varying milligrams and things like that. So you can actually, if you need a sleep aid, I think melatonin is a good way to go because, again, this is something that your body produces naturally. And you can actually, step up your dose as you need. You know what I mean? And since sleep is key, and I promise you, I am.
They say you lose weight, so they say sleep 7 to 8 hours. Bitch, I'm sleeping 16. Go ahead, sorry.
I'm just okay.
Shy.
There we go, the Leo effect again. Way to overdo it, Miss. Okay. So, but yeah, that is the thing. So if you guys need rest, I know I do. I know I'm one person. I am super guilty of not getting enough sleep. You know what I mean? And I don't. And it is terrible and it's horrible. And I understand it.
You can find it on the highway.
Yes. I will pull it over, baby. I will pull it over into a parking lot and go to sleep like it ain't anybody's business. Okay, so Mary says melatonin can be dangerous if you overuse or use for prolonged periods of time because it can stop your body's natural production. Okay, that's good to be wary of.
Watch those milligrams.
Yeah, watch your overusage, And I think that it's important to say that is with anything, like overusing anything. Taking too much vitamins in general is probably not the best wish. But if you're going to do something that is kind of or valerian root. There you go. Some valerian root, and I've heard from the herbalist that you can't overdo it on that one. So if you really, really need to just calm down, you need to do it naturally. Valerian root works.
Go the valerian root route. Or finish. She just went off.
Oh, girl, no, you didn't say I'm about to go off now because you was like, hey, boo-boo, love you, kitty fat. You was all like that. Girl, yes, I went off on the topic.
And she said lavender.
Yeah, I went off on the topic. You over here sharing the love.
Okay. I'm sorry, I got excited.
Read your little paper.
I'm sorry.
And then cite your sources.
My job.
That's what you did.
Concord Hospitality. So this is another.
Read your damn
Concord Hospitality.
Shout out to Concord Hospitality.
Practice guided meditation.
Yeah,
that's really good. I used to meditate using the app. Meditation reduces levels. I don't know this word either. Cortisol. Very good.
You're welcome.
Cortisol levels, helping you feel more relaxed. Try the app Muse if you're interested. So all those who are interested in meditation, download the app Muse, and it helps with. Also, for me, it relieves a lot of anxiety for me. That's why I used to meditate a lot, because I was anxious as fuck.
You still
blink your eyes. This is a good one. This is another one really quickly, but the last one was my favorite. Make your bed a place for sleep, not a work zone. Your brain can't stop if you're surrounded by your phone, checking your emails, paperwork, or reports. So when it's time for night, what'd she say?
Cite your sources using. Yes, Ebony. No, see, Ebony just gave me PTSD of my semester in school, APA format. I would like to put my middle finger up to APA format. I cannot stand APA format only because it gets on my nerves. If people continue to tell me to cite my sources in APA format, Jesus.
I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar.
I don't have to cite anything in APA format until next semester.
Format is, right?
Yes, we will take a college course again and again for APA format.
Okay. And then the last one, so when you're going to bed, go to bed. Go to bed, put your phones away, social media away, get anything that is a disturbance to the peace of sleep.
Yeah.
So, but that is true though, because you'll find yourself doing different things on Instagram, this, that, and the third. When it's time for bed, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing other things.
My doctor actually it's my son's doctor. He actually said this. She she actually said the same thing, to make sure that your bed and your bedroom or that area of your bedroom is reserved specifically for sleep. You know, because gamers, you know, my son's a gamer, so he loves his game, but where does he play his game? While sitting on his bed and whatever. So when he can't sleep, I mean, some people, don't get me wrong, are just night people. I realize that because he's been that way since he was little. Like it's very irritating to have a night person and not a morning person. So you got to kind of work at changing that, because that's not your schedule. But definitely, I can see the value in separating. This bed is for sleeping. So when my butt touches this bed, I know it's for sleep, and that's that. So yeah, absolutely.
And then the last one is blink your eyes for a solid minute without stopping to tire the eyelids. So start doing it.
Don't do it now until we go off the show, so that way, you know, I don't want you to get tired. She already done choked on the show. All right, I don't need her to fall asleep on the show. But yeah, so the last one was to blink your eyes
so
for a minute.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Blink your eyelids for 1 minute to get your eyelids tired.
Right, to make your eyelids tired. That is actually a first. That's the first time I've heard that one. So it's Wellness Wednesday. That works for us too, since it's actually hump day for us. And this is SipsTea the Show. So thank you guys. Okay, so Mary's going. Great, Mary. She says she's going to the gym at 7 a.m. Anybody else going to the gym early in the morning? No. Sid the Kid, she's like, hey, let's do it. Planet Fitness.
Well, actually, me and Sid the Kid been doing our crunches.
I heard you've been crunching it out.
We've been crunching
it
yes,
out. Thanks guys for tuning in. Ebony, you're not going anywhere at 4 a.m. Are you? Who's doing the 4 a.m. workouts? Because I might be convinced that 4:35.
4 a.m. You go. First
I used to. And to be honest,
not do that.
To be honest, no, I'm serious. I'm absolutely, I'm here for it. 4 a.m. It's irritating a little bit to think about it in advance, but I will say this: early morning workouts, when they were my thing,
absolutely
elliptical.
Okay. Now
4 a.m. 4 a.m. Yes, you guys continue to talk amongst yourselves. That's great. But 4 a.m. in the gym was 4, 5, 6. Anytime early in the morning, I would to go before I took my kids to school and stuff. And it was awesome. It was hard to get up, but once I got up and got going, and once you come from the gym, you actually have this high for the rest of the day.
You want to do that? Because we can't do it in the evening. So you
the evenings suck.
Yeah, we can't. We've been trying to go to the gym. We're not gonna ride the bike though. But we've been trying to go to the gym for the last since we've been doing the damn shit.
She be telling it all.
Well, I'm just being real because this gut don't lie.
Right.
So, but I think the morning, if we try to, because we do wake ourselves up in the morning. You'll call me let's just go, let's just get it out the way and just do it. At least it's done for the day.
Right.
So let's try to see if we can we'll give ourselves 3 chances.
How about that we need to do a fitness line. Anybody who's interested in a fitness line, since social media is real, we could actually do a social media group that we can kind of get each other and encourage each other. Because I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, I need a call, baby. I need something in the morning, something that gets me up and out. But that's just my thing. So let's think about that. We'll table that and see what we come up with for the rest of this week, and we'll kind of report back and see what happens.
But we're going to go. We're going to go.
Definitely. So upload your stories to kind of encourage each other, and let's get this thing going, because we definitely have to get our health and wellness together all together.
So we can be like the dancing divas.
So we could be like the Black people that actually live. I'm good with that one. I'm good with my just not having a heart attack at an early age. You know what I'm saying? So, so let's do that. But thank you guys for tuning in. That's it for our show today. And happy Hump Day. High five. High five to you.
Happy birthday to our to Danny.
Happy birthday to DDCINC. Yes, happy birthday to Danny.
Hope you enjoy your day. Shout out to our producer, the kid.
Hey, Sid the Kid.
Continuously helping, assisting with that process. Shout out to all of those who joined in.
Yes, thank you guys. You are
so really, you guys get a round of applause. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching the show, tuning in each and every week. And with that being said,
we bid you adieu.
We'll see you later.
We bid you adieu.
Look out for our posts.
Yes.
Okay. Sid the Kid is
Sid the Kid. Okay, so I'll take this one out. Bye on YouTube. And then can you push